Hey, I'm Alex Radcliffe from Board Game Co. And this is my Wild Assent Lavon Rising unboxing mini and Stormsunder and stuff, other stuff, lots of stuff. So here's what's going on here. So first of all, let's get rid of this because this is Wild Assent, not Lavon Rising. But my options for showing you stuff today were these. These are pretty looking boxes to an extent. Or this over here. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Not production level just yet, but close. You can see where they're going with the very rustic graphic design. Not bad. Close to being done. Or we got this over here. Now this, I'm like debating whether I should give the Wild. I'm debating whether I should give them a bit of a heart attack and just shake and shimmy this because they're all resin and they'll probably all crack. Well, we'll see. Let's go into it. So, I don't know why I do these things. Anyways. Wild Assent, Lavon Rising, this is going to be the following. So let's give a little bit of context here so you know what's going on. This is going to be the miniatures for Wild Assent that I recently got, and plus one that's not on camera yet, because the largest miniature I got, which I'll be showing last, timestamps down below in case you don't want to stick around for the suspense, the largest miniature, and arguably the coolest, is, it did break. So I had to give it a little surgery. That one, just to be clear, not because I shook things, but because you know, post office and mailing and international stuff and things. And so we had some breakage. We got some surgeons on it. We got it all taken care of, looking nice and pretty. This is the problem with resin prototype stuff in general. They're just more fragile. This is not your typical PVC stuff. So we're going to have Wild Assent stuff, mostly miniatures, but some other things as well. I will be using some core components from the Wild Assent gameplay, plus all the extras I have here, plus the campaign files for what they have, to basically go through more Wild Assent on the Lavon Rising Kickstarter campaign. Game Found campaign. Caught me again. Then, I have some Stormsunder PVC Masters, or not Masters, I think Masters are the resins. I have Stormsunder PVC stuff over here. These I can shake and shimmy to my heart's content because they are, well, they're the final production copies. So if you want to see some final production copies of Stormsunder, I will have that as well. I'm debating which I do first. What's more interesting? I might do a giveaway of some of the stuff. I don't know for sure. We'll see. I haven't even looked through these, by the way. So for context, what I've seen so far is I have seen the large miniature that broke because it looked so cool. I took it out and I was a little sad to see it broke, but I'm glad I looked at it. I have not gone through these. I think I opened one of these mini compartments, so I've seen one of them. And then I have gone through the the mid-size miniature in here. And for these, I've seen one of the boxes. I opened up one and I was like, I will do the rest on camera. So, anyways, let's go into it. Coffee shot as usual. We'll do the usual unboxing and rambling. Give me a second here. Half a cup of coffee because it's 12 o'clock at night over here. Either way. And this, by the way, for you, it should be Tuesday morning. If I do things correctly, then this should be the first video of the day, Tuesday morning, 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think we're going to go with Stormsunder first, okay? Don't know what I probably titled it Wild Assent Lavon Rising. I'll probably throw something in the title, but Stormsunder, maybe giveaway. If I do giveaway, no clue yet. I don't know what I'm doing at all. So let's go ahead and go into it. But anyways, this is hopefully going up as the first video of the day on Tuesday. We will see for sure what does or doesn't happen. But speaking of which, basically Saturday, my Saturday video schedule got completely messed up because I said I was going to do one thing, and then okay, we got some Stormbrush. Okay, this is cool. I'm pretty sure, if I recall correctly, are these, is this resin or plastic? Oh, that's PVC. That's PVC, that's got a little wiggle to it. Wiggle. Cool, let's go ahead and take a look at this. So, this is why I'm looking at this, because this is going to be their Stormbrush miniatures. And if you looked at the campaign page and this is Kickstarter, this is going to be Stormsunder miniatures. That is gorgeous. Okay, I don't know if I'm comfortable giving away the Stormbrush. I may give away the non-Stormbrush, but this is cool. We're going to go ahead and put that over there. So let's just go through it. Let's just go through what we have. Okay, we got another Stormbrush. Oh my gosh, these miniatures are top of the line. Look at this thing. But anyways, so going back to my production schedule aspects. So Saturday, I put up that I said I was doing my weekend review where I always say what I'm doing. I said I was doing one thing, but then I had a last minute video that popped up, a video that I did not know was coming from Shira. Basically, oh my gosh, this miniature, unbelievable. I'll throw a link, by the way, to both Kickstarter, to their late pledge for Stormsunder, as well as for the game found for Wild Assent, so you can get all prepped for what's coming there. Lots of fun things. But anyways, so I put up that I was doing the videos I was doing. Then Jesse filmed a video with Shira that on Scarface that I didn't know was coming, and I was like, oh, well, I'll throw that up on the channel, why not? So last minute, without planning on it, I bumped my video schedule. This guy's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I bumped my video schedule for that and put up instead, that's box 1. Very cool. Digging it so far. We're going to just leave these all out because they're cool. This is going to go on the floor because there's more room on the floor. We'll deal with the floor after. It happens later. Anyway, so I did that, and then I put up a last minute change. Then I also had a review for Bullet go up at exactly the same time as my Assassin's Creed playthrough, which is not good for the YouTube algorithm. It means that 2 videos went up at exactly the same time, and YouTube basically shows people the newest one. So my cool Assassin's Creed playthrough, that was a lot of fun by the way, basically got lost in the weeds, unfortunately. So that happens sometimes, but it is what it is. But anyways, also that Bullet review was supposed to go up today. So it was supposed to happen today, unfortunately. But now I have to do an extra video for today, which is the one I'm currently filming. This one going up at 10 a.m. It was supposed to be Bullet, but that's changed now. See, these are the non-Stormbrushed. I'm going to have to do some compare and contrast here. This is a nice miniature, don't get me wrong. But now here's the thing. My goal here is not to in any way sell you on Stormbrush. It might be part of this video, unfortunately. I'm going to compare and contrast some of these towards after I'm opening all these things. But for me, for context, so let me tell you what I did for my Stormbrush, for my Stormsunder pledge. My Stormsunder pledge, I backed the game. I initially backed it at, what did I back it in? I can't remember what I backed. I think I went a core pledge only at first. This is one of the big guys. This guy's cool. And then when they opened the pledge manager, I did a full video on the pledge manager, on the cost of the pledge manager, because it's not cheap, not on the slightest. But I held off. I kept on having a snoozed email pop up. Oh, this one's not as cool. I mean, it's not bad. But the level of detail in this one is, and to be clear, by the way, this is gorgeous. But the level of detail compared to the other ones is a drop less. But anyways, Stormsunder. So I kept on snoozing the pledge manager to see if I wanted to upgrade to Stormbrush or not. I actually haven't upgraded to Stormbrush just yet, but based on the most recent update where they showed some pictures of the most recent update where they showed pictures before this, I was already leaning towards updating, and I think what I have on the table absolutely clinches for me. This is gorgeous. I mean, like this is straight up. I mean, it compares to Awakened Realms. It compares to that level of quality. So you can see, look at these guys, and these guys are good. If you want to paint, obviously, then don't get Stormbrush. Then get them yourself. But that's gonna be box 2. One more miniature, and then box 2 is going to be done. So, there we go, box 2. Okay. And actually, I think I'm debating my head, because my head keeps popping up out of camera. I'm debating whether to leave. Let me just reach out and... Nope. There we go. There we just bought myself a little bit of I'm just close enough to the camera, I can do that. Go! Box 2 is, let me put these paper towels, paper tissues back in. These are just tissues, keeping everything nice and safe. They don't need the same level of protection that resin does. That's box 2. So anyways, so I'm filming this video instead to account for the Bullet one. The Bullet review was, and I do this, this has happened like, not a lot, but it's happened a good 2 or 3 times so far where a video has gone up when it wasn't supposed to, and I hate it. I hate it so much. Like I put the time into the thing. I tried every single day. I try to look to make sure my videos are, like, for the next day are lined up to the right time. And it's because I'm constantly touching the videos. I'm constantly making sure I have the content I need to have. And so I schedule them all properly, and then I reschedule or shift them because I'm like, oh, that's going to go up this day instead, that's going to go up that day. And because I know I constantly shift things, I make sure to check at the last minute every single day for the next day. I'm like, next day? Okay, good to go. I checked. I checked on Friday for my Saturday videos to make sure they're all good to go, and they were all good to go. I had no issues whatsoever. I mean, obviously I did because I was wrong because Bullet went up. But either way, that is going to be that. So today's video, fortunately, also on Friday, Friday after my schedule, one of the main characters. I can't remember who she is, but one of the main characters over here. So one of my, this showed up on Friday last minute, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and Saturday night, I'm going to film an unboxing, and this will go up. And I don't know when this is going to go up. I figured I was going to bump something, possibly King of 12. So I don't know for sure what today's schedule of videos is, because I'll tell you, I have a few things that are possibly going up today, and I really hope I make this the first video of the day, because otherwise this is going to make no sense now. But anyways, so let's tell you what I have some stuff in the backlog. To begin with, I have, this unboxing. Then I have King of 12, that may or may not be going up at 12, we'll see. Then I have, that was originally going to be Saturday, that got pushed to account for Scarface 1920. And then I have an unboxing for Black Rose Wars that was originally going to be today, but now I don't know how I feel about putting up 2 unboxings. The problem is, I filmed that unboxing for... Ooh, this is cool. This is beast. I'm going to show you front camera for this one too. Look at that. Look at that stuff. That's insanity. I mean, like, the quality here is just top notch. And I haven't even gotten to the cool thing from Wild Assent yet, from Lavon Rising. But anyway, so I have a Black Rose Wars unboxing that will be going up at some point. But the problem is, I don't want to put up 2 unboxing and ramblings in the same day. But also, I have been pushing off the Black Rose. By the way, the one I saw, the one I looked at was this group of minis. This one's new to me, this one's new to me, and this box goes over here is new to me. But anyways, Black Rose Wars. I filmed that unboxing for Black Rose Wars a while ago, and I'm always worried that when I push off a video too long, it might sound a bit out of pace. Because I do these so conversationally, I talk about things that are currently relevant. I'll say things like, oh, and that game currently on Kickstarter, and if I put the video up 3 weeks later, it's not currently on Kickstarter. In fact, in the Black Rose Wars unboxing, I actually, for the first time, at least in my separate timeline, the darkest timeline, I actually go through the fact that I'm rating a bunch of games 5s recently. And that was the first video where I talked about the fact that I have a bunch of games that are coming up that are 5s. And I've talked about it since then, but the problem is, in your timeline, not the darkest timeline, I have talked about it a bunch of times, and then I'm talking about a Black Rose Wars. So it's already going to sound a bit out of place because of that. Now that I've explained it to you, hopefully it makes a bit more sense. But again, I'm always worried about pushing things too far. If I continue to push Black Rose Wars another 2-3 weeks, well, then who knows? Maybe I'll have another 4 games I rated a 5 out of 5. Maybe. We'll see. I think it actually is important that I cover that I do this before I give anything else a 5 out of 5. Speaking of which, let's talk about 5 out of 5s, because more stuff coming there. So, let's see what I have. This one, ooh, perfect, beautiful, excellent. Excellent. The reason I say excellent is I'm going to have 2 of the exact same miniature to show you for the Stormbrush versus non-Stormbrush comparison. And by the way, this is, I mean, these miniatures are amazing. The Stormbrush is next level. Just straight up next level. Ooh, I got more. I got a bunch of them. In fact, now I'm wondering if I'm missing one because, okay, now I'm just confused because we have an entire box. No, this is going to bother me. This is going to drive me nuts. So, is this the same? No, it's not. They're not exactly the same. They're not exactly the same. Here, let me go ahead and show you what I have. Basically, we have like 3 miniatures that are overlap, that are Stormbrush and non-Stormbrush. We have the Angel again. Look at that. This is the non-Stormbrush Angel. Then we have the Spear guy, little Spear guy. Let's see if we can get, there we go. Yep, okay. And then we have Count Chocula. That guy, yep. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Okay. So, this is what we have in front of us. We haven't even talked about Lavon Rising yet, so apologies to those who clicked on expecting Lavon Rising. The good news is I throw timestamps and everything, so you have nothing to complain about. I kind of wish I had a full cup of coffee now, because honestly, I just want to drink coffee. So, beautiful little lineup of miniatures. Got a cool little thing over there in the corner, off the camera, which I will get to at the end. I kind of want to show it to you now. Timestamps in case you get bored. Let's go ahead and show you some of these, okay? We have 3 miniatures that have a Stormbrush and non-Stormbrush version, okay? Going to be these guys, and this guy over here, okay? Don't know how well you can see that. These guys, we're going to retreat off to the edge of the camera. I'm going to put these tissues back here. I will likely do a giveaway of some of these over here, some of these. I'll do 1 box of something. To be frank, I'm keeping this because it's cool, and I am keeping these because they're Stormbrushed and awesome. I may keep the ones that are similar for comparison, but some of the rest will be a giveaway. I'll throw links, I'll throw something in the comments down below as far as how to do it. Let's see, what can I call? I don't know. What's a funny, witty thing to put in the comments? Do I care? Yeah, I don't know. Just, I'll figure, by the end of this video, I'll have something, and there'll be in the description for this video, there will also be some sort of a how-to ensure that you sign up for the giveaway. In case you want a bunch of miniatures, you know, in case you want to, if you backed Stormsunder and you would love to test your hand at painting, but you're worried about completely messing up all your miniatures and the quality just not being there, well, hey, you'll get a little sample box of a few of them that you can play around with and see if you aren't going to paint the rest. Because if you do it well, then you can, you know, go ahead and just transition it in. And if you don't, well, then you can go ahead and get Stormbrush. So let's go ahead and show you Stormbrush as a comparison. This guy's just cool. I'm sorry. He's going there, but I'm keeping him. I just want to be very clear with that. At the end of the day, I don't mind giving things away, but if it looks cool, I kind of want it. Cool. We're going to put that to the side, and let's go ahead and show you the comparison of the various ones that we have for both of these. Okay, so top camera. Going to go ahead and let's see if we can do this here. Okay, So we got one over here. Let's see. Look at that. That's going to be option 1. Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and do the same for the this guy over here. Let's get them on camera. Same time. Next, side by side. These are going to be your Stormbrush versus non-Stormbrush miniatures. They are very, very impressive. I mean, both are impressive, let's be clear, but the Stormbrush is really well done. It rivals Awakened Realm's best work, which I already said that. Okay, and then we got these ones. Angels. Just look at the detail you get. Look at the way those things pop. It's unfortunate, by the way, because here's the problem. Here's the problem we have. Okay, ready for the problem? The problem we have is that Stormbrush is going to run you, depending on how much stuff you got. If you have an all-in pledge, Stormbrush is going to run you an extra like $200. So I'm not trying to upsell you on it. I'm saying I did not get Stormbrush because initially I plan on getting it now, to be very clear, because I can't not. But I did not get Stormbrush at first. Let's do this box after, because of the fact that the Stormbrush, I backed Stormsunder. I'm very excited, very happy. I want to give it a shot. I like Wild Assent quite a bit, speaking of 5 out of 5s. But as much as I'm looking forward to Stormsunder, I am also very aware of the fact that there's a lot of game there, and I went all in on a game that I absolutely do not need to go all in on. Okay, let's go ahead and just show you miniatures while we go. It looks, by the way, based on this looks like it's from, it might be slightly different, but it looks like it's from the original Wild Assent base game. So it looks like I might have some of the same. These look like they're Stormbrushed and then painted a bit. I don't know if it's Stormbrushed or not, but it looks Stormbrushed. These are going to be Resin Masters, whatever it is. So it looks like it's Stormbrushed, but also with a bit of paint tapped onto it. So we'll see. Let's go ahead and just go through absolutely everything we have here. This is going to be another one of those, so I'm not going to bother showing that. Maybe I'll do a filmed gameplay here, because this is stuff. Now, this is different. This is different. I'm sorry for the thing tumbling out. But anyways, yeah, so I went way too far into Stormsunder than I need to. I backed it all in at the end. I certainly don't need to. It's just, when I like a game, I go all in, and I sell it if I don't like it or don't keep it. And I might sell Stormsunder. I expect to like Stormsunder, but liking a game versus playing a game, I already did this one. Liking a game versus playing a game are two different things, and sometimes games are just overwhelming, the amount of content they have. I think Gloomhaven is an excellent game, genuinely. I like Gloomhaven quite a bit, but also, if I'm not playing Gloomhaven, it doesn't really matter, so you have to make hard decisions in life. So I expect to play Stormsunder. I do not expect to play 3 campaigns worth, which brings us to a question of why I'm going all in. I do have a video coming on that at some point, why I go all in on games. It's a full video, I'm going to talk about it then. But effectively, part of the... So going back to Stormsunder, I thought I had enough self-control. These are definitely new. I thought I had enough self-control in terms of, well, I won't get the Stormbrush. I'm going all in, that's bad enough, but I don't need to pay an extra $200 to get my miniatures painted. And these look too nice, so I'm going to, unfortunately. It's, you know, this is going to be a lot of bubble wrap on the table by the time this is done. We'll go through stuff, we'll go through things. So there's going to be just, these are nice miniatures. I'm telling you, these are solid miniatures. Let me see if I can get some front cam action on these. Look at, and these are nicely highlighted, by the way. You know, honestly, this is a good idea for, you should, so pay attention to this, by the way. This looks like it's Stormbrush. I don't know if it's officially the same, because it does look different than these. In fact, I'll show you, let's see if we can find your regular miniature and show you side by side. Let's show you this one again. They are very clearly different. It looks like one's factory production, one's not. But imagine doing this with a Stormbrush miniature. I actually might, you see, this is one of the reasons I might keep these, because I might try to give these little painted highlights just enough to make them pop like these. I mean, it's not a full paint job, but it's like, there's going to be different levels. There's going to be, you know, plain PVC plastic. There's going to be Stormbrushed, and then there's Stormbrushed and highlighted, and then full painted. Ooh, this is a biggie. This is a big guy. And this is highlighted in a different color. You see, a small color highlight can do wonders for you. Again, like, let's look at these miniatures. Look at the angel side by side. Like, imagine giving the angel just certain color highlights on specific parts. It's a cool way of doing things. So, yeah, I'm intrigued. Either way, let's go ahead and continue doing things. So we'll go through this. Let's go through this. Let's go through. Oh my gosh, these are so cool. These are 2 different miniatures. Interesting. So also I wonder, because here's the problem we have. The problem I have is that some of these things I wonder because in Wild Assent, the Lavon Rising, they are basically reprinting some stuff from the base game, which means some miniatures are going to be different. Some miniatures are going to be different from the original base game, or small variations, not hugely different. There's a lot of these miniatures. I am very excited. This is very cool stuff. all highlighted differently. Wow. And so I don't know what I'm getting. I think I'm getting all new stuff from Lavon Rising, it looks like. I thought initially, because of these, that it was the same, but even these are slightly different than the ones I have from Lavon, from the base game of Wild Assent. Which, by the way, so I don't know if I've talked, I mean, I've talked about it before, but you may not have watched all my videos. Something I have to be conscious of is not everyone's going to watch all my videos all the time. It's, you know, it's just the nature of the fact that I put out like 10 videos a week. So it's going to be hard to catch up or keep up. So I do what I can. Hopefully you watch what you can, or you don't. That's okay. You can pick and choose. It's totally fine. But back to the point here. Wild Assent is a game that I rated. I reviewed it. I gave it a 5 out of 5. I've enjoyed it. I finished the campaign. I have not dived back. Oh, these are so pretty. I have not dived back in just yet since, no, sorry, I finished the campaign, which is after my review. Before my review, I think, if I recall correctly, I did up to mission like 6 before my review, and then I finished the remaining 4 after the review I gave. But then I haven't dived back in since then. Primarily because I have a lot of games that I need to cover for the channel. Just lots of games. I still need to play, what's that one? Alter Quest. I still need to play that. I've kind of, and this is very sad because I actually unboxed that one. I was excited for it. I've lost a bit of interest in Alter Quest, which it happens with games. A lot of times, games on the shelf, I get them, I'm excited. If I don't get to the table within a reasonable time frame, at a certain point, either I still want to, because sometimes I do still want to. Other times, I do lose. Is that double? That's no, it's only one shade. I thought it was like 2 shades for a second, but it looked like purple and red from my camera angle. But anyways, yeah, I lost a bit of interest in Alter Quest. I'm not getting rid of it. I still want to play it. I've heard good things about it. I want to give it a shot. Ooh, this is base game. This is base game. So here we do have some base game content here. This guy's definitely base game. Okay, this is one of the main dudes from the base game. He's very cool. Oh my gosh, this stuff. This is like. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. I don't know for sure what will or won't happen. Let's be very clear about that. But, bubble wrap. I don't know for sure what's going to happen. But I can tell you that if they did Stormbrush for Stormsunder, I cannot imagine they will not do Stormbrush for Wild Assent, Lavon Rising. Whether on the actual game found or in the Pledge Manager, because with Stormsunder they only put in the Pledge Manager. But they will have Stormbrush. I think I have a new game plan. I don't know if I'll do it or not, because time is a thing that I need more of, but I would love to start getting all my miniatures Stormbrushed and then giving them highlights myself. It is a beautiful, absolutely beautiful combination. I'm going to try. I'm genuinely going to try with these. I want to see how much time it takes me to like give highlights to 4 of these miniatures, because I think it's the kind of thing I can knock it out in like maybe 8 to 10 minutes per miniature. Granted, with the amount of miniatures you're going to get in Stormsunder, that's still like, 3.5 years of your life gone, but at least it's only 3.5 years, right? Oh, these minis. This guy's like kind of like sitting on the head of a dragon. I don't know what's going on here. Beautiful stuff. Yeah, I mean, so Wild Assent is a solid game. I can tell you that. The miniatures are top notch. Stormsunder, I've heard good things from King of Average. I don't remember who else covered it. I don't remember who else covered Stormsunder during the campaign. But I'm looking forward to that one as well. We'll see. What else do we have? They put out good games so far. I'm excited. I think it's very specific genre. This is like a duplicate. This is like the 3rd one. Oh, these are baddies? See, here we go. I've shown 3 copies of this one over here. I have this bowman over here with his 2 copies of that. That's actually different. Slightly different than that one. But we definitely got 3 of the same people over here. Don't know what the point is. We're still going through these all. Because why not? I'm excited for this. Oh, man. Okay, this looks like a Cthulhu tentacle person. I don't know why we need Cthulhu in this game. It's not like straight up Cthulhu, but it's a little Cthulhu-esque. What was the other game? I did an unboxing for another game recently that had Cthulhu-esque stuff. This is going to have to go on the floor. Oh, it's going to be so annoying to pick up. It hurts. That's going to be annoying to pick up, but it's just taking up too much space on the table. Okay, let's go else. What was the game I unboxed recently? Oh, Chronicles of Duergar. Chronicles of Duergar Apocalypse had Cthulhu-esque miniatures. Yeah, it's getting a little too much. These going to be, I think these are in the base game. I can't remember. There's a lot of cool stuff in the base game. But just look at these. This entire video is just going to be like constant me cutting from the front to the top, to the front, to the top. It's all good because it's pretty stuff, and I'm happy to show pretty stuff. I will have coverage. This is from the base game, I'm pretty sure. Yep. These are going to be some of these little minion creatures that spawn as part of the Shadow Drellers something. The Shadow Stream is one of the beasts minions or whatnot. But anyways, that's going to be that. In fact, there should probably be more in there. Are there more in this? There's more. Okay, you see? There we go. See, I got another one in there. Did I miss more of these? Nope. Oh, oops, I missed it on here. Oh boy. Okay, I don't even... Now I'm wondering how much I missed. Nope. Just like poking my hand in here. Nope. Until I've been trying to get one out of each thing, but it's like I'm just jabbing my hands violently inside. But anyways, so yes, I hope to have coverage. Got 2 more of those guys. I'm not gonna show them to you again because they're just more of the same. But I hope to have coverage of... Well, not hope to. I will have coverage of this. I don't know exactly when I will, because keep in mind, I'm filming this... I got this Friday. I'm filming this Saturday night. It's going up Tuesday. But that means that between now and Tuesday, I hope to have a few plays of this in. We'll see how much I can get in, but I don't know how much I'll be able to get done. I will have information for you for the campaign for sure. I don't know exactly when. It may or may not be day 1, because I want to play it. I mean, keep in mind, Lavon Rising is bringing 50 things to the table. It's bringing you a more immersive story, more immersive campaign. It's bringing you more heroes and more creatures and more stuff. So more of the same. More of the same I can tell you in my review right now. 5 out of 5. More of the same. I mean, I'm not going to, like, not. Like, what am I going to say? No, the heroes and monsters were nowhere near as fun. I mean, it's possible, but it's a lateral expansion. It doesn't really... The heroes... And this is a cool miniature. But the heroes... The sculpts are amazing. So, obviously there. But the... More content for the same game is not necessarily going to change anything. It's like my review of Adventure Tactics, Adventures, and Alchemy. Like, it's good. I like it. But, I mean, it's just more of the stuff that I already like. So I don't really have much value to add there. But what they are doing differently is they are treating this as almost like a cross into Stormsunder. In the sense that, not like in the gameplay differences, whatever. I mean, they already have overlaps in their gameplay. But specifically in the sense or the idea that they are bringing you a more immersive, and I'm pretty sure about this, by the way, I could be wrong, another one of these miniatures, but I'll show it to you again because it's cool. They're bringing you a campaign with choices that actually impact things. So think Wild Assent, but with a branching campaign, with decisions that matter, things like that, which is cool. Because, I mean, I think people appreciate that stuff. I think people appreciate their decisions mattering in games. It makes it feel more real to you. Okay, this is a 3rd one of those. I'm not showing it to you again, which also means we might get a 4th one. So let's go ahead and take a look, see what we got. But yeah, so that's what's bringing you. So my review right now, I can tell you, yep, we got a 4th one. Cool. My review is going to be pretty simple. This is a good game. Enjoy it. Will I have differences in terms of worth whatever? I don't know. Will I tell you to get it? That is a complicated thing. That's going to very much depend. I'll cover this in the Should You Back It. Whew, this guy's cool. I'll cover this in the Should You Back It, but effectively, there's going to be different pools of people who want this game. There's going to be pools of people who never got into the Wild Assent to begin with, never got the original, and then there's going to be pools of people who backed the original and now need to make a decision about A, do I get it at all? B, if I do get it, do I get the an upgraded Wild Assent to match? Because the miniature scale is going to be a drop off. They basically changed production, they've changed manufacturers, so they're kind of reselling the Wild Assent core box, which has many people rightfully going, what? Like, you're telling me my game that hasn't even arrived yet is already out of date? Like, what in the world, guys? Like, that's messed up. And that's totally reasonable, by the way. It's a totally reasonable stance. And my issue with it is, it's complicated. It's a complicated thing. But we'll cover it more in the Should You Back It. I'll have a full section on it. Effectively, the short version is there are no easy answers in life. So it's a question of what do you do when there are no easy answers? Do you scrap the entire game? Do you not make more content? There are no easy answers, but I'm sympathetic to anyone who has a core box of Wild Assent because you're stuck with the decision process of, well, it's 95% the same, it's not worth upgrading, but also if I want the Stormbrushed, and also if I want the miniature scale to match exactly, I kind of feel like I'm left out. So honestly, my first solution off the bat, sell your copies of Wild Assent, the core box now. In fact, that's a good point. I probably will end up selling mine as well, by the way, now that I'm thinking about this, because I do want mine to match. I am going to be getting more content, and I will want it to match, so I may end up selling my copy of Wild Assent Core Box. I'll miss the fact that I won't be able to play with it for a year, because people will still want it. It's a great game. It's gotten, I think everyone I know who's played it has given it solid reviews, so no qualms there. It's just a question of, okay, great, am I comfortable not playing it for a year and a half, or possibly longer? I mean, I like Laser Squire, good company, but their games are currently in the production queue for a long time. If I get rid of my copy of Wild Assent, I may well be signing up for a year and a half, 2 years of not playing it. I'm not sure I'm comfortable with that. I like the game. Oh man, these quandaries. I wasn't planning on this being on camera, but whatever. We'll see. But my point is, forget me for a second. I'll deal with me later. Going back to you, your options are selling your copy now, which I recommend as an option, especially if you haven't gotten invested yet, and then back it, like sell your copy in these markets, try to get what you can for it, and then back it on, back the updated copy later. You know, I think that's the way to go. It's a bit messy. Like I said already, there are no perfect answers, so that's going to be our, again, this is your core box, going for the rustic look. I made that joke already. It wasn't funny the first time. I went with it again, because I don't know if you laughed the first time or not. For all I know, you thought it was hilarious. Okay, we need that knife again. Okay, we don't need the knife again. This will, sorry to the camera for the loud noise that is going on. I don't know why this needed to be, I mean, this is self-sealing. They know that, right? To be fair, it didn't come from like them directly. It came like a factory situation. So we got a miniature in the box, which we'll do shortly. We're gonna do this 2 large miniatures for last. We got tokens. These just look like more tokens. Are these? Uh-oh. I'm gonna rub my finger along the edge. Ooh, nice, nice. They really got the soot off. I mean, assuming this is laser cut, it may not be. This may be foam board. Either way, no soot on it, so I'm happy with that because I don't like soot on my things. We got tokens, just more tokens. These are going to go on the tracks. Honestly, there's not a lot of interesting things. I'll show it to you over here. Okay, great. There's tokens. You happy? Good? Awesome. Beautiful. I love tokens. They're the best. Please, back this game. More tokens. In 2023, they'll have Stormbrush tokens for your buying pleasure. I'm not excited about tokens. Nothing wrong with tokens. I'm just like, what am I going to do? Talk about how beautiful the tokens are? I mean, I guess I have with Destinies. I remember I did talk about how hefty and chunky the tokens were. But, I mean, that was a final production copy. And also, that's an exception. I don't often do that. Okay. Ricochet Arrow. I'm not going to go through everything, but let's go ahead and just talk a bit. On special, attack the nearest enemy. Roll again for the new attack. An attack may only ricochet 3 times. Wait, what are these? What's going on here? What cards are these? Are these good guys or bad guys? Are these abilities? What? Okay, so I'm a little confused. Okay, so I'm a little confused here. Okay, I have no clue what's going on in this game, just for context. But basically, this looks like it's a good guy, but if it's a bad guy, like, there's only 2 of these cards here. Okay, now bad guys should have 5 cards per bad guy. This kind of looks like the graphic design of the baddies, but there's only 2 cards, which means it's probably not the baddie, which means it's probably some form of hero cards that go in the... Looks like there's 2 for each of them. I don't know what these are. Are these special abilities for characters? I don't know what's going on here. I'm intrigued. It looks cool. We have Trident to the Vanguard. We have the Spiked Shield on defense, assign 3 damage to the attacker. We have if Tovar is exactly... It looks like an ability from a good guy. Okay? If Tovar is exactly 3 range from an enemy, he may be placed adjacent to enemy and attack with +1 battle die. I love it. Okay, cool. I'm very intrigued with these. I don't know exactly what this brings. Remember my comment about what the expansion, what Lavon Rising does or doesn't bring to the table? Well, I mean, this is fun. The art's gorgeous, by the way. The art in Stormsunder, I never really got into. The art in Wild Hunt, I think, is gorgeous. The miniatures in both are gorgeous. The art in Stormsunder always looked a little different to me. We have Toxic Mist. We have Ring of Balance. On defense, if the attacker has more HP than this Gladiator, assign 2 damage. These are standard items that you can craft, it looks like, at least. Maybe not. This is interesting. These don't have the typical crafting stuff. Maybe these are from quests, but these look like fairly standard items. So not as much shock or surprise there. Either way, I'm intrigued. More stuff, because I like stuff. I'm just very, very curious about these cards over here. Oh, and then we have the backs. Yes, these are standard crafting items. These are Path of the Survivor, Path of the Valiant, What are these? I don't know what any of these things are. There's like 2 different card backs. I don't know. Whatever. Let's just ignore the fact that I'm coming into this completely ignorant. I'll figure stuff out later, because I don't have a rulebook, by the way. The rulebook's being sent to me separately, and it's not here yet. So I'm just going to do this anyway, without the rulebooks, and without the campaign. All that stuff we will cover. Like I said, I'll have content. I don't know exactly what I will have. I may have a review, I may have gameplay, I may have both. We'll see, because fun stuff. Now, these are baddies, okay? This is the way the Infernal Dragon goes. Infernal Dragon, you say, well, how many cards do we have for the Infernal Dragon? Apparently more than the 5 Is it 5 or 6 per character? Maybe it's 6. Onyx Dragon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, okay. Aurelian Dragons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Trench Watcher, 5, 5, 5. Okay, yeah, it looks like there are 5. These are just going to be a ton of different cards related to the various baddies. Just plain baddies. They have the usual thing. Creatures in Wild Assent basically operate by moving, as you might imagine. They choose their target, they move, they instigate their attack or ability. We have some of our good guys and stuff, our good character cards. See, here's the stuff I'm used to, okay? So we have baddies. Are these baddies? These are monsters. Sarek's a monster? That's not fun. We have Veteran Archer, Veteran Defender, Veteran Pinner, Berserker, Rose, Dragons, Coralt, this is from the base game. Damon Wretch, base game. Plague Beast, base game. Trench Worm, base game. Trench Watcher, I don't remember from the base game, but I haven't also seen all the content. Then we have some cards here. Are these double-sided? Nope. These are going to have just a single adventure campaign mode. We have Gallia, one of the new miniatures. We have Tovar, one of the new miniatures. Nihilus. Yeah, these are definitely... Those cards I saw were definitely some sort of abilities for these characters. I am looking forward to diving in. Let's see if I can find them. I'm looking forward to diving into the campaign with these characters. Are they going to be the... Oh. He's a good guy. This is... I can't say the name. This is going to be Zalrin. Okay? And then we have Nihilus. So the reds are bad. The blues are goods. That is reasonable. Trident Dude over here. Then we need Sword Girl. Where's Sword Girl? Sword Girl. Where art thou, Sword Girl? She looks like she's carrying 2 swords. Here we go. Boom. That's your squad. That's your A-team. One of them bigger than the others. I'm intrigued by this. It looks cool. Fighting against all the red evil. And speaking of red evil, I think now's time to reveal the 2 bigger stuff. We've done the cards. We've done the miniatures. We've done Stormsunder. We haven't come up with a, what's it called? A cute little thing for the giveaway yet. In the comments, I'll figure something out. I still got time, okay? But we have this miniature over here. So, this miniature, which I have taken this one out already, because the bigger ones I wanted to make sure, like if they're going to be big reveals, especially the way some of these things often do arrive broken, I did want to make sure, and fortunately I did, because the dragon, cool as it is, did arrive broken. Okay, this, look at this guy. I show you in the front camera. This is insanity. This basically looks like a larger, like Demon Wretch. Okay, the Demon Wretch from the base game. Looks like a larger one. Okay, just gonna go over here, and then look at this. This is like the biggest hero versus that. Okay, the biggest hero in a little matchup right here. And if you wanted the smallest hero, well, smallest is relative. Let's grab Sword Girl. Sword Girl does look small. Look at her. That's Sword Girl fighting off against the Demon Wretch. That does not look safe for anyone involved. Yeah. Cool. Let's go ahead and put that to the side. And now we get to the fun part. The fun part, because if you thought that was big, I'm going to bring these back to the table in a second. Oof. Yeah, that's just for context, for size here. This is the Demon Wretch versus that. This is going to be Small Girl versus that. Okay? And even Big Guy. Big Guy looks like he could hold his own a little bit. That is a big hammer. That kind of makes me think of Guardians of the Galaxy dude, whatever his name was. But look at this. Look at this sizing here. Okay? Or your little bow and arrow. Okay? There we go. What is this? A bow and arrow for ants? Yeah. That is impressive. And let's go ahead and actually show it to you a little more in detail. This is beautiful. The shading's different color. Like I said, I think this is different than the Stormbrush, so to speak. I'll show you a Stormbrush miniature next to this dragon in a second. I mean, I don't even know how you can show anything next to this dragon. This is absolutely gorgeous. This is the largest Wild Assent miniature I have so far. This is a mantelpiece. I mean, the texture, it's absolutely beautiful. I can't even go as high as I usually do in these top shots, because if I go too close to the camera. So here's going to be for context, okay? I don't even know how to do this, okay? That's going to be your Stormsunder. Your Stormbrush, I mean. So you have Stormbrush versus these guys. This is just insanity. Let's do the front camera for Stormbrush, okay? So here we go. Right? See that over there? Just look how beautiful that is. And then this over here. And like, it's again, just look at the difference here. Let's do that, and this. Okay, this is what you're talking about. Now again, I don't know what manufacturing process this is. I think this is not manufacturing. I think this is just, you know, people painting things to make it look pretty for prototype. This is going to be your Stormbrush. This is going to be your that. And the dragon doesn't actually look like it's highlighted. No highlights on the dragon, which is interesting to me. But if you wanted a highlighted miniature, I mean, there's a whole bunch. But like, let's see, even something like this. Even the whatever this is, Demon Wretch type character. All different options as far as your choices, as far as how things look in terms of these games. Beautiful, absolutely stunning, amazing. Like, I'm sad this is resin, because I want to put this on my mantle, but at some point it's going to fall off and it's going to like shatter. It's going to straight up shatter. I'll try to get playthroughs in before that happens, because I'm supposed to. So let's use shatter as the word. Shatter. The word of the day for earning a box of, winning a box of whatever these miniatures are. Just some of these. You're going to get a box of PVC Minis sent to you in this over here. The word of the day over there is going to be shatter. So make sure to put that in whatever comment you want. SHATTER. You could say, hey, I don't know, make a comment about William Shatter. Just not Shatner, because Shatner won't be counting. But if you're like, oh yeah, I loved William Shatter in Star Trek or something, I don't know, that was not the wittiest thing I could have come up with. You don't have to be witty, by the way. You can literally just type Shatter. I won't judge you. I don't have time to judge you. I need to play these games, so I'll worry about judging you later. This has been an unboxing of the miniatures and the game stuff of things of Wild Assent, Lavon Rising, all those things. If you made it to the end of the video, congratulations! You are one of 14 special folk who actually know the keyword to put in here, although if you read the comments, you probably know that too. Past that, like I said already, I don't know what's going up today. We shall see. It might be a review of King of 12. It might not be, because I have a bunch of games that I played today that were, I need to get reviews of. I mean, I have a bunch of things that are going to be a lot of fun. Today was a very action-packed day, so I'll have a bunch of reviews coming over the week. Some fun things, some not so fun things. Not everything is a 5 out of 5, despite my recent many reviews. And I keep defending myself. Again, I've played over 135 unique games in 2021 so far. 7 of them got a 5 out of 5. 3 more to come still, I think, are getting a 5 out of 5. I did play a game today, by the way. There's a game, I won't get overly into it. There's a game I played today that was a complete mess. In a good way. Because it's a game that I said that I would not give this a 5 out of 5 in its current state because it's just messy and imbalanced. It's a prototype that needs to be refined and developed further. Needs to be. Like, we literally stopped playing because it was so broken. But ignoring for a second how broken it was, I said I would happily play it again as soon as they fix stuff, knowing we may have to stop again because it may still be broken. Its powers and abilities and combos galore in a way that is absolutely amazingly fun, totally broken right now. But it's the kind of game that right now, even in its current state, I'd be like, yeah, 4 out of 5. Amazing game, had a ton of fun, want to play it again. Also, I may not finish it again, because if it's totally broken, it's totally broken. But I really hope they can fine-tune that one to a streamlined production, because if they can fine-tune, if they can develop, if they can put out a final game that gives me the core experience of what I had, but with less broken combos left, right, and center, then I would really enjoy that. It was lots of fun things, lots of mechanisms of powers and abilities all combined into one. That is neither here nor there. That was not the point of this video. Nothing is the point of this video. It's called an unboxing and rambling for a reason. I am going to go respond to a few more emails, 12:40 at night, finish my coffee, all that stuff. Until next time, I'm Alex Radcliffe from Board Game Co., and I hope you have a good one.